Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where I'm doing a scenario, or an adapted scenario, from Boy, who is in the Twitch chat, as are people telling me off my German pronunciation, which is fine. So we have Russians have a battleship, 2 heavy cruisers, and these are supposed to be designed as icebreakers. So this is an Arctic convoy fight, although it sans the convoy because, you know, it's just an annoyance. Although actually, yeah, I could have some transports for the Germans to shoot up. The Germans have a battleship, and this is supposed to take place in 1944. So, Tirpitz, a battlecruiser, possibly a prepared Gneisenau, and you can pick me up for my pronunciation. And 2 heavy cruisers, either Hippers or Deutschlands, depending on what the AI comes up with. And I found that 1932 gives you pretty good results with the German AI. Because if I go to 1932 with Russia here, I actually get the Frankenstein from a previous video. But they can spawn with 18 or 17-inch guns. But actually, you might want to go a year earlier in that case. Because I don't want them... Well, 17s would be okay. Yeah, it's a year earlier. So we'll go 1931 for the Germans and 1929 for the Russians. There we go. So you can get 16-inch gun armed ships, but they're more... or 17 or 18, but if they go 17 or 18, they won't be very accurate. So that helps with avoiding the whole 20-inch monstrosity stuff. Right, let's get into the design. Kinias Potemkin Teroviteski. Nice. 3 of the Hippers were still active, technically. Okay, well, should we give them 3 then? Thrown everything into it. Now then, I'll go for the medium one of this ship, the modern battleship. Now, this is the same... Now, that would be the same ship as the Frankenstein that I did recently. Should go for a modernized dreadnought instead. Soviet modernized dreadnought. That might be more fun. I can see them adapting an older ship for Arctic convoy duty. Bliat. I could do. But I don't think the Russians would actually name a ship that. Tall secondary tower is a good choice. Just the base one. Okay, that's pretty neat superstructure. I need a funnel, of course. Let's go oil, and it's going to have to be steam. 65 smoke to play with. That's a rubbish number. Now, yeah, Russian hull. That's as far back as I can put the main tower. So we might be seeing a Q turret. See how it goes. Main guns, Mark 1, Mark 1, Mark 3. So 16s, I think, are probably my best bet here. Well, they don't fit. They're a little big. So let's go down to 50. Ah, they're not the Soviet ones. No. Go all the way down to 13s. That really is a modernized dreadnought. That could be a really interesting challenge. Look at how big the Soviet-looking turrets are. This is like a World War I era battleship that's been converted for use. 5 turrets. Very much a super dreadnought style. That's not too bad. Chat's probably going insane. Yeah, you can go all Q on it. We'll try and avoid something that crazy. They had Hipper and Prince Eugen in 44. But I'm sure they had a couple of the Deutschlands around still. Again, mind you, we're only facing heavy cruisers. Might be worth going for the 8s, but I'm pretty sure that's going to send the roll into the stratosphere. Yeah, that's way too much. Also, super heavy. I like 5s, but I think 4s. Just little 4-inch pop guns. Yeah, that'll have to do. Secondary guns. Can you get 3-inch quads anywhere? I can get them up there. What about 2s? Nope. 3s it is. Bit of AA. Retrofitted onto the ship, I guess. Yeah, that works. Can I put tiny secondary barbettes next to the main tower? Put them there. Funnily enough, they massively interfere with the Q turret. I think you can maybe put them here. Yes, you can. Yeah, good spot. So I can actually have them like this. Lovely. Okay. Well, that works. Really not a very good ship. Now, if it was repurposed, it probably had spacious quarters. But I'm going to go standard. I'm going to go with super veterans because otherwise I'm going to die. I want to have at least a bit of a chance. Thank you very much for the follow. Teacup 4005. Welcome, welcome. Right, speed. It doesn't have to be fast because it is, of course, designed to just smash through ice. So 27 knots, I think, is acceptable. Cordite 3 is the only option I get. Ooh, Gen 2 radar, fancy. Let's go for very advanced guns because they're not the best. 5% flash fire chance, that's not good. Get it down to 1%. What about with super heavy shells? 4%. You know what? Screw it. Live dangerously. No, let's not. Standard shells. Yeah. Definitely want some torpedo protection, but I'm not getting much. I'd say a triple bottom hull is essential for what this ship's supposed to do. Drop the anti-flutter notch. Okay. And then forebelt has to be increased as much as possible. There we go. There we go. One icebreaker type ship, sort of. Seems very educational. Well, I do sometimes go off topic quite a lot. It is an extremely dated battleship for the 1930s, but of course very appropriate for Russia, which didn't have any new build ships So this is a World War One era ship which has had the guts taken out and things like that. So I think it'll work for what it was designed for. Whether it'll work against the Germans, I have no idea. Probably not. Ooh, heavy cruiser 1. That is I like that hull. But no, I'm gonna need some really nasty heavy cruisers to make up for the deficiencies in the battleship. That is a cool tower. Secondary towers. Oh, those are terrible. I think the enhanced is worth the wait. Plus it looks cool. Wait, no funnel slots, right? Yeah. This one... No, none of them do. Alright. Well then. 59 smoke. That'll be 2 of those then. Weird. But it'll do. That looks really strange. Oh, let's assume they have seedlets or something like that. Physics lesson. Hey, I've done that before. Absolutely. You can save up for the physics lesson. Right, guns. What do we have? 11s, 9s, a Mark 5. Okay, chat, you can choose. Designed by committee. 11s or 9s? What would you like this thing to be armed with? It is big. This is a chunky cruiser. Nines did work quite well last time. I can do fun things with 9s on this hull, I think. 9s. 11s? Hello there, Ico 916. 9. Okay, 9's winning so far. Gonna get the engines sorted out. 30 knots, fine. Especially for the intended use. Yeah, super duper firing with Soviet turrets I think might be tricky, but we can try. I think it'll end up looking really weird, but yep, no, that works fine. Yep, no problem. Bang, bang, bang. Terrible fire arc on the A turret, but sure, that works. Can we be really, really cheeky? I think we can. Yeah! All the 9-inch guns. I have enough weight offset problem. Of course I do. Do you know how you solve off-weight offset problems? You stick a torpedo launcher on the front of your ship. And then you make it 22-inch. Done. Right. Holy sh... Yes. Auto loaders as well. Oh my word. Flashback chance is actually remarkably low. What about super heavies? 2% with a minimum barbette thickness. Alright. How can a thinner barbette handle a bigger gun? I don't know, but it just works. It just works. Copyright Todd Howard. I'd love to get some weight out somewhere, but it's gonna be tricky. We need a triple bottom hull for the smashing through the ice. Mind you, this is a Soviet ship, so Soviet design one rather than a retrofitted one. So let's go cramped. That gives me a little bit more weight to play with, which I will have to stick on the 4 belts as per the mission requirements, so that this thing can smash through that. What is it on the battleship? 7.2. Let's say that 7.2 is the required thickness. No, wait. There we go. The Dmitry Donskoy, a little bit of an half weight offset, which I might be able to fix. Probably. There we go. Perfectly balanced. Yes, perfectly balanced. 8.5 out of 10. That's all right. Typical Soviet. It's certainly going to be interesting. It's going to run out of ammunition in no time at all. But yeah, sure. Why not? Right, so what the Germans brought? An Atlanta, but with 9-inch guns. Yeah. We need some more. We need some more light cruiser towers and light cruiser hulls in the game. I think that would make a big difference. Yeah, because things like Atlantas and Didos and things like that are not particularly easy to make. I'd love to see some more light cruisers, because at the moment they're probably the least interesting ship to build. Let's go Germany build something amazing. Well, they seem to have forgotten their A turret. The battle cruiser looks insane, and the heavy cruiser looks vaguely sensible. What's the wackiest design I've made? I'm not sure. I mean, I've done stupid stuff like all Q. That was quite fun. Oh yeah, the transports. I was like, what the hell? I don't remember. Oh yeah, we have transports to protect. Oh yeah, these guys have a single front torpedo. I was actually going to consider putting more torpedoes on them, but nope. Torpedoes are not Soviet, apparently. Yeah, this does look just like a World War I ship that's been modified. These things, though, just brutal. Look at it. Oh my word. Zigzagging all over the place. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Yes, in Russia, torpedoes are for balance only. Exactly. I think we've spotted the enemy. Yes, we have. And they're running away from my mighty convoy. Or more likely, they haven't seen me. Yeah, that's pretty underwhelming armament you've got there. 6 16-inch guns. Like I said, forgotten a turret on the front. The battlecruiser is completely bonkers. Really? Both of those turrets, I think, are vulnerable. And the heavy cruisers are indeed vaguely sensible. With 10-inch guns. Ooh, fancy. Although, quite what this is about, I don't know. I think that's a 5-inch that they've popped on there. Joni, you had one job. So obviously we want to engage them as far away from our convoy as possible. Yeah. They're just running away though, which is a bit weird. It's possible they just haven't seen me. Yeah, they haven't. Which means they don't have radar as good as mine. Because, I mean, I'm seeing their heavy cruisers and everything. I've nearly got them ID'd. 92%, 97% on a battle cruiser. 98, 99, 100. What are we looking at? The Gurban. Cordite 3, TNT 3, 27 knots. Armour is reasonable for a battle cruiser. Standard shells, reduced. Actually, not bad. I just... The A and the Y turrets are only protected by about 5 inches of armour on the belts. And 3 inches on deck. That is pretty light. Before things get too heated, the Siegfried, tube powder and TNT 4. Lots of torpedo tubes on the side. That's annoying. 30 knots. It's not bad. Super heavy reduced. Only has 368 shells, that thing. Interesting. And you have lots of torpedoes. God damn. Those heavy cruisers are nasty. Oh, fuck me. And no, their armor scheme isn't. I know you can't see all of it, chat, because it's behind my head. 5.3 inch mid belt, 1.24 belt, 0.5 aft, 1.2 on the mid deck, nothing on the fore and aft deck, and 6.4 on the conning tower. That is a very lightly armoured ship. Oh boy. 28.3 knots. Okay. I mean, I still don't fancy my chances a lot. But we can maybe do something. The enemy gonna, you know, turn around, do anything? Hard to tell. Yeah, seriously don't think we're going to get much in the way of hits at this range. But with the Siegfried, what kind of reload she got? Semi-automatic. Maybe, if I play this right, she'll run out of ammunition. How far away are we? 20 kilometers. What kind of crew she got? Regular, seasoned, and green. Okay. Try and drive them off. No, there's no offset nonsense. Just a regular Q turret. Cruisers are opening up a little bit. Quite like the cruisers if they can, to take out the enemy cruisers. In fact, that is what I'm going to focus on. Taking out that torpedo threat. And I'm going to get the cruisers off screening duty. Both of them targeting the heavy cruisers? Yeah, good. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. 216 and 262 shells. Go to normal now. Maybe you can focus your fire on the battle cruiser. Actually, what's your chance to hit the Haffer? No, not great. Yeah, doing damage to the Saxony. Oh shit, she fired the torps. Turn. How many torpedoes are they? Oxygens. And there they are. That's a successful void for everybody. Hertha has fired. Viennetta hasn't. Not Viennetta. Vinetta. It's not an ice cream. All the guns firing on the elephant. Look at that. It's just an insane amount of firepower. Saxony still fine though. We need to close in a bit more. Really not doing much damage. Ow. Still not great engagement range for a ship of this era. Those 13-inch guns are not particularly punchy. Where did you come from? Those heavy cruisers need to die. They must have been from the Vinetta. This is probably going to be a brave but unsuccessful attempt to see off the Germans, but we'll try. Maybe we'll give the convoy time to escape. There's good damage. The Saxony seems to just be pulling away. Cruisers might be better off on HE fire, actually. I think one's firing HE, one's firing AP, so I can compare the two. See if we can hurt the Goban, or the Gerben. Back to auto. Might get lucky. Elephant, of course, has got a torpedo as well. Ow. How's Sea Crew for chills? 148. Okay. Elephant. Pull him back. And sinking. Get out. Yeah, the ammo detonation. That's handy on the Gerben. It's a lot of flooding. Elephant though in trouble. Oh, another ammo detonation. That was a big one. All her engines are out, and she's missing pretty much this section of the ship on the bottom. I should be wiggling around with her. Who I think might be kind of doomed. Hard to tell. One or two more hits. Let's see if we can get that torpedo off. Not a great angle to fire the torpedo, I'll admit. Are you taking 2 torpedoes? Because I'm not paying attention. Great. Torpedo away. Probably won't hit, but it will force them to move around. Hertha goes down. Good. Firing on the Vendar, yeah. I think you're going to avoid, or maybe not. Torpedo. Going to hit the wrong bit of the ship. Does do a bunch more damage. He is annoying. Yeah, gonna leave the Goban just now. Vendar needs shooting up. How's Elephant doing? You know what? Get back. You're not taking fire anymore. Secret 88 shells. Speaking of metal fish, oh, the Elephant went down. Someone was bothering to shoot at it. I think the Dimitri Donskoy is about to hit a torpedo. Yeah. Not before causing an ammo detonation on the Veneta, though. Alright. It's all down to a very, very old World War I battleship. Oh boy. Got some flooding on the Gerben. Flooding on the front though. Done very slightly more damage than them. Torpedoes. Oh, we lost the Q turret. Torpedoes. Flooding on a flooded section. More torpedoes. Does actually have any left? Yeah, a few. Ah, flooding in the front of Goben. Yeah, that's finished her off. Right. How many shells does Siegfried have? 4. Okay. Ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. Shit. That is an annoying torpedo. Ooh. Lost B turret as well. Yeah, we have. God damn it. Pretty much going to be out of this in a minute. Yeah, Goben's gone. The Siegfried's out of shells. Good hit. I know they're running out of ammunition. Good flooding on Saxony. Flooding all the middle section. She's out of her 10-inch guns. Flooding. Another flooding. Those 9-inch guns done really well. Actually done the most damage out of all the guns. Mostly due to those repeated ammo detonations on the battle cruiser. Oh, Saxony, no! That's not good for you. Any more flooding on the front, and she's done for. There, or she can be obliterated. I did say she was badly armoured on the front. There we go. Right. Just the Siegfried which has no ammunition, and the yes, I think it's fair to say the Siegfried with her speed advantage is just buggering off. I mean, she's headed that way, and the transports are a long way away and headed the opposite direction. So I think it's fair to say that we have driven off the German fleet here, but we might as well expend all of our own ammunition trying to kill the Siegfried, or at least doing some damage to it. Because they can't really damage us very easily. What's my pen chance? 15, that's shit. Throw some HE away. Ba-bum-ba-dum. She doesn't have that many shells to use on her secondaries. Damaging her, but I'm not doing very much. I can't really close in much closer than this, because she does have those underwater torp launchers. But we can batter away at her. That's about 6% of her crew. Bum bum bum. But I think you're slightly deluded, my friend. If you think this is a victory for Germany. I mean, losing 3 heavy cruisers and a battle cruiser in exchange for 2 heavy cruisers is not a great exchange. Especially because that Arctic convoy is now well away. Remember, the Siegfried doesn't have radar, she only has RDF, so she's not able to track them. I'll fire until the guns are dry, and then I'll call it. Thirteens are not particularly effective, never were going to be particularly effective against a well-designed battleship. Just a little bit old-fashioned. Cause a little bit of flooding. Bum bum bum. Hey, paramedic. How's your day been? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think any sane captain would do that. Remember, they're underwater sides, so they're not particularly easy for her to fire. Yeah, it's pretty much us dry. One salvo in a bit. Last shells. Right, we're gonna pull out. But Siegfried here, especially now that she has steering damage and has lost about a third of her structure points and about 13.8% of her crew, she is off. She's not making a turn to follow. Her 6-inch guns really can't do anything. And the transports are a long, long way off. So she sees me turning away. But I think that's a whole lot of nothing. Only we'd had some slightly bigger guns, or a few more torpedoes, might have been able to finish her off, but I think the Russians will take that as a victory. Alright. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one. Guns have fallen silent on the Siegfried, and I'm going to end it here. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.